Hello, this is SMS and this is question number 7 of June 2024, paper 2. This question is from the chapter Binomial Expansion. And the question begins by saying that expand 1 plus 2x squared to the power negative 3 by 4 in ascending powers of x up to and including the term in x to the power 6. Express each coefficient as an exact fraction in its lowest term. So for part A, they have given us an expression which is 1 plus 2x squared to the power negative 3 by 4, and they have asked us to expand it. If you look at it, this expression is in the form of a plus bx squared to the power n. So it's in the form of it's in the form of a plus bx squared to the power d. A plus bx to the power d. So here, a is equals to 1, b is equals to 2, and d is equals to negative 3 by 4. Okay, so when an expression will be in this form of a plus bx squared to the power d, the expansion would look the same as it was if it was for a plus bx to the power d, whole to the power d, just the x would be replaced by x squared here. So the expansion would look like, at first I will write the 1, then this would be d multiplied by bx, plus we will keep on decreasing the d now, so d minus 1 divided by, there are two terms in the numerator, so 2 multiplied by 1 or 2 factorial, and this is bx square, and then this would be bx square here, and then there is also a bx square whole square, and then this is d minus 1 multiplied by d minus 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 bx squared to the power 3. And we need to expand till this, because here, as we know, when the power is here, x squared multiplied by 3, the power would be multiplied here. So this is x to the power 6, and they have access to expand till x to the power 6. So we would be good up until, if we expand up until this. So for the given expression, which is 1 plus 2x squared to the power negative 3 by 4, this is going to be 1 plus, and d is negative 3 by 4 multiplied by b, here is 2x squared to the power d. D is, 2x squared, the d was plus d here is negative 3 by 4 multiplied by negative 3 by 4 minus 1 divided by 2 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 2x squared to the power 2. If I write it here in the next line, then this is negative 3 by 4 d multiplied by d minus 1 multiplied by d minus 2. So negative 3 by 4 minus 1, negative 3 by 4 minus 2 divided by 3 factorial, or 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 2x squared to the power 3. Okay, and now the next line we can write 1 plus 2x squared to the power negative 3 by 4 is equivalent to 1, and then if you multiply negative 3 by 4 with 2x squared, then you will be left with negative 3 by 2x squared. If you put this in your calculator, negative 3 by 4 multiplied by negative 3 by 4 minus 1 divided by 2 multiplied by 2x square whole square. So you will get a value of positive 21 by 8 x to the power 4. The powers here will get multiplied, so 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. Similarly, for the fourth term, this is the first term, second term, third term, and for the fourth term here, negative 3 by 4 multiplied by negative 3 by 4 minus 1 multiplied by negative 3 by 4 minus 2 divided by 6 multiplied by 2x square whole cube. If you put all this in your calculator, it will be negative 77 by 16. Again, the powers will get multiplied, so 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. So this is the answer for part A of this question, and they have access to express each coefficient as an exact fraction in its lowest term. So the mean by lowest term is that we have a fraction like 2 by 4. This is a fraction, but this is not in its lowest term because the numerator and the denominator are divisible. So fractions like this, where the numerator and the denominator are not divisible, are fractions expressed in their lowest terms. So for the part A of this question is done. Now for part B. The part B of this question has given us fx is equals to plus 2 plus kx divided by 1 plus 2x squared to the power 3 by 4. Obtain a series expansion for fx in ascending powers of x up to and including the term in x to the power 5. So we have to expand till we get x to the power 5. Give each coefficient in terms of k where appropriate. So now they have given us fx. So fx is 2 plus kx divided by 1 plus 2x squared to the power 3 by 4. And if you want to obtain an expansion for fx, the first thing that we should be doing is that get this thing in the denominator and multiply it with the numerator, which is 2 plus kx. So when I multiply the denominator with the numerator here, so this is 1 plus 2x squared, and the polarity of the power will change, so it is positive 3 by 2, 4 will become negative 3 by 4. And we have already expanded this part, this thing in the first part of the question. So the expansion of this is this. So we can just substitute it here. So this would be fx would be 2 plus kx multiplied by 1 minus 3 by 2 x squared plus 21 by 8 x to the power 4 minus negative 70, minus negative 77 by 16 x to the power 6. Okay, now if x is equals to, we have to multiply 2 with all this, and then after doing that we have to multiply kx with all this up until we get the x to the power 5. So multiplying 2 with 1 will give you 2 with 1 is just 2. So at first we'll get 2. 2 multiplied by negative 3 by 2x square is just negative 3x square. So it's negative 3x squared. 2 multiplied by positive 21 by 8x to the power 4 is positive 21 by 4x to the power 4. 21 by 8x to the power 4 it was. And Then if we multiply 2 with negative 77 by 16 x to the power 6 will give you negative 77 by 8 x to the power 6. But the question has asked us to give the expansion till we get x to the power 5. So we don't need that term here. So for this part we can just expand till here. Now moving on to kx. So if we multiply kx with 1, which is just, at first I'll give a plus, and this would just be kx, and kx multiplied by negative 3 by 2x squared, kx and negative 3 by 2x squared will give you negative 3 by 2 kx cubed, and kx multiplied by positive 21 by 8 x to the power 4 will give you positive 21 by 8 kx to the power 5. Here the powers will get added. Okay, so kx multiplied, okay, let me just write it here. So this is kx multiplied by uh, 21 by 8 x to the power 4. So here this will be 21 by 8k x to the power 4 plus 1, which is 5. And if it was like this, x to the power 4 multiplied by 2, then the powers will get multiplied. So don't mix it up. So this is x to the power 5, and if x would be, if I bring all the coefficients together, so 2 is here, and then we have positive kx, if I want to write it in ascending powers of x, so positive kx, and then we have negative 3x squared, then we have negative 3 by 2 kx cubed, and then we have positive 21 by 4 x to the power 4, and then we have positive 21 by 8 kx to the power 5. Okay, sorry. Now this is answer for the part B of this question. We have given each coefficient in terms of k where appropriate. So coefficients are, for example, the coefficient of x is k, the coefficient of x squared is negative 3, the coefficient of x cubed is negative 3 by 2k, the coefficient of x to the power 4 is positive 21 by 4, and the coefficient of x to the power 5 is positive 21 by 8. And what is coefficient? So coefficients are constants which are actually getting multiplied with the variable, which the variable is x, x squared, x cubed, and the constants are negative 3, for example. K here is a constant, and also this is a constant, and this is a coefficient of x to the power 0. So x to the power 0 is 1, so we don't write that here. So for part B we are done. Now for part C of this question. For the part C of this question, they have said that the coefficient of x squared, x to the power 5, is 14 times the coefficient of x to the power 2. So let's write down the coefficients. So the coefficient of x to the power 5 is the coefficient of x to the power 5 is, we got, was 21 by 8k, 21 by 8k, so is 21 by 8k, and the coefficient of x square is negative 3. Okay, so that is negative 3. So if we, they have said that the coefficients of given that the coefficient of x to the power 5 is 15 times the coefficient of x to the power 2. Okay, so we can say that the coefficient of x to the power 5 is 21 by 8k, right? Is equivalent to 15 times, sorry, is it 15 times or 14 times? Sorry, 14 times. So this is 14 times. So 14 times of the coefficient of x to the power 2. And the coefficient of x to the power 2 we got was negative 3. So let's just multiply negative 3. So now 14 multiplied by negative 3 multiplied by, if I just cross multiply this, so this will go here and this will go down in the denominator. So the 8 will go in the numerator and the 21 will go in the denominator. So this will be, if you put all this in the calculator, this will be equivalent to negative 16. So this is the answer for part C of this question. And I hope you understood this question. If you have any queries, leave down in the comment section. Thank you.